Good evening. Welcome to You Can't Handle the Truth Movies. My name's Chris. This is James. And we're going to review Bring Her Back.
You can't handle the truth.
A brother and sister uncover a terrifying ritual at a secluded home of their new foster mother. So this is from the Phillips brothers. That's probably
I don't know.
Philip Howe brothers.
It's from them.
Talk to Me, which is a really,
well
really
received.
good
Yeah.
horror film.
Previous movie.
One of the things that they were criticised with that film was there wasn't enough brutality and darkness. Well, they fixed that.
They like
wow.
you see them looking at the storyboard like, yeah, let's just mess with people's minds.
I'm not sure it's dark enough.
No.
Can we go darker? Even the bad guy, the foster mother, I felt sorry for her at some points.
So what have we got here? We've got kids basically being adopted.
Yeah.
And the brother wants to, the brother wasn't taken, but he wants to go with her, so they stay together. And then they end up at this lady's house. She used to be working with the agency that does the fostering, so that she's fully vouched for. But my God, should she not be working for a child's agency, fostering agency? It's just, as soon as they get in there from the start, it gives you the right level of feeling something's wrong.
Without
but
showing you straight away.
But in the best possible... Like, for a horror movie, it's the most depraved, disturbing movie without going over the top to the point that it's like, oh, this is just a sickening movie. It's just balanced so well. You get a lot of these horrors with gore horror and dramatic stuff happening, and they have no story to it. This,
really
the brother and
good,
sister's relationship was really strong. You felt the awkwardness when they were first moving it. Like, you was with the characters in this movie. It wasn't just completely thrown away.
I've never heard of that Billy Barratt guy, plays Andy. I thought he was brilliant. Really, I really thought he's looking after... Oh, and that, the character that Sora Wong plays has, visual issues. Really struggle to see. And the actress that played us, Sora Wong, played Piper, had the same issues. And she was unbelievable. Every single thing.
Her sight added a layer to a layer of the feeling uneasy as well, because you could just put yourself in her shoes, being in that situation, especially when there's things in front of her which shouldn't be, and she's touching things, and you're like, ooh, makes you very uneasy.
And that Laura shouldn't have been giving foster kids at all, but I felt, and I know it was really depraved and messy, but I felt bad for her at times. Because it was just about her daughter Kathy. She'd lost, and I was just like, what? But I mean, she did kidnap that Connor Oliver, and possess him with something. So yeah, okay, she's not all good, but there's a reason behind it. So you couldn't hate her completely, because it was just grief stricken. Yeah, and let's be honest,
she was motivated.
Yeah, if something like that had happened to my child. And I love my kids more than anything. Would I be willing to sacrifice somebody else's child for a chance to bring my child back?
Maybe don't answer that on the...
Yes, I would.
Do you know where this film started to lose me? Is when she started turning the sister against the brother, and I thought, their bond's really strong to this point. When she gets punched in the eye, and she starts saying it was a brother, I'm pretty sure she doesn't think it would be.
But at the start, he had done that already.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. He was so apologetic about it, wasn't he? He was saying he's not like that anymore.
Yeah.
So it was kind of, she was still not quite sure. What I did like and redeemed it is that when he goes to the agency to say how bad this woman is, despite that they knew her and all that, she worked there a million years or whatever, they didn't just do that thing in the films where they just say, oh, you're just being a silly kid. They just ignore the person and they just never believe it, because they do that all the time. And I thought, oh my God, they go straight there on what, and I thought, oh, that's actually realistic. That's what would happen. She does her due diligence checks, and then as she's coming out, you hear and it's just
so
very
good.
well done.
Spoiler: I didn't think they'd kill Andy. I thought that the both of them would survive, and that was one of those things. I thought, well, that's caught me off guard. I just thought he'd somehow survive the whole story with his sister. It even kind of gives you the little look into the Connor lad, Oliver. Once that had all been broken, that kind of cycle, the ritual been broken, he started to get himself back because he tells them his name at the end and stuff.
Yeah.
And So I like they tied it up. The story is really good and really well written, and they tied it up nicely. Normally with horror films, you just don't get a story to go with it.
It was a good balance of visually disturbing, mentally disturbing, but while actually giving, like, caring about and backing the main characters in it. One of the visual displays I really liked was when the lady gets hit by the car. I just thought they ran her over. And they filmed it. I was like, well, that's pretty...
It looked real.
Very brutal. And the kid, when what does he chew? The hand or something? And it pulls a bit of his face. It's just all gross.
It's just beautiful.
It's just done so well.
That's the bit when he's trying to strangle the cat when they first meet him. And I'm just like, oh my god. This is the first time in a long time I've watched a horror movie and actually sat down and enjoyed it and said, oh, this is...
You got the suspense.
This is a really good film.
You got the payoff of watching the film, yeah.
I think you can tell by the way we're talking about this film that we both enjoyed it. Out of 10, I'm going to say 7.3. No, not. 7.5.
My score was going to be 7.5.
We are just agreeing on everything today.
I know.
For the genre, if you like a horror movie, you're going to like this movie anyway. But this is really well done. And for a horror movie, I think that's harder to do than an action film, to make it watchable.
So the way I would describe it is that even if you're not a fan of horror films and want to see one that might change your mind, check this one out.